The New Jersey Public Interest Research Group just put out a new report detailing the activities of the Dirty 30. Those are the 30 Fortune 500 companies that have been contributing millions to congressmen and senators' campaigns, yet saving billions in taxpayer dollars. Great for them, but tough on regular taxpayers. In this Loopholes for Sale report, the New Jersey Public Interest Research Group points out the exact dollar amount each of the top legislators in Congress, like Speaker of the House John Boehner and House Majority Leader Eric Cantor, received from what NJPIRG refers to as the Dirty 30. The 30 Fortune 500 companies that collectively paid no federal income taxes between 2008 and 2010. Instead, they spent millions to fund campaigns and lobby both parties in Congress. Their investment did pay off. In the past couple years, they've gotten $10.6 billion in tax rebates. Now, what does that cost the rest of us? So who ends up paying taxes to support the government?
Well, when these huge corporations use high-paid lawyers high-paid tax attorneys to get out of paying their taxes, the tax burden gets shifted back onto everybody else. These companies get out of paying more than $100 billion in taxes in most years, and that burden gets shifted back onto the rest of us. It's also reflected back in slashed public priorities or adding to the deficit. So there are big negative consequences for the rest of us.
The only New Jersey-based company in NJPIRG's Dirty 30 category is Honeywell. They're based in Morris Township. They're listed as spending more in campaign contributions than any other company in the research group's list, which also includes GE, Verizon, FedEx, Mattel, and Wells Fargo. The polls cited by NJPIRG indicate that 2/3 of Americans do not like the way the tax code is currently set up.
These companies usually respond that the tax loopholes they're using are legal. But that's precisely the problem. These companies are making them legal with their huge lobbying and contribution efforts. We need to make sure that getting out of paying your fair share of taxes is something that these companies cannot do legally.
NJPIRG representatives believe it would take no less than millions of Americans mobilizing to reverse this trend.
Americans should push for the bold step of a constitutional amendment to ensure that when our founding fathers said of the people, by the people, and for the people, they did not mean of the corporations, by the corporations, and for the corporations.
Reporting in Trenton, Sibylle Morancy, WZBN News.